Not even a body, just a stinky old cloak. Just like always, caught sitting there with a cork in your hand. What's the matter, Razzle? Take me for a biddy? Nothing personal, Ice Cube. I'd have welcomed you just the same. That's the problem with young'uns. One catastrophe and they think life's over. This is as good an ending as you can hope for, Anti-Mage. I think your story's full of holes, just like you. Oh, dearie, you get yourself so worked up. I got more practical fears at my age. I'm a lucid dreamer. Got enough leather now for a new pair of chaps. Heard we got a lot in common. I don't see it. I told you he's with me willingly. There's a difference between being a hermit and being feral. Leaping lizards? Did you see the teeth on that thing? Ha! Bit off more'n you can chew, blood boy. You couldn't track a thunderhide through snow. There ain't a bounty killer alive who can bring me in. I'll take a good brandy before bed, but a drink in battle will always be your last. Oh, we work through the meanest hides. Now for the hard part. How do we get this damn web off? Do I look like some buckle bunny to you? I told you not to get your back up about it. All your purty horses are dead now. Comes right down to it, you weren't a bad enough dude. Was that your big plan, Creep Wrangler? Your mount looks happier dead. You're a real hard case, but maybe this is just what you need. Surprised my bullets even found purchase. There's a reason your ancestors made watches instead of guns. I know a dyed-in-the-wool killer when I see one. Well, she died warm at least. This isn't because you're different. It's because you're insufferable. Burn that little cage again for good measure, Mortimer. She kind of reminds me of myself, except I never got killed by an old lady. What was his name? Razzle? No, that weren't it. I heard you're one of the weirdos who gets off on this. Well, enjoy. You've been waiting a while for this, so what do you want on your tombstone? That lizard can't hold a candle to Mortimer. Wherever there's real, tangible evil in the world, it'll be my pleasure to shoot it. Truth is, I just got tired of your shtick. You should have stayed in your hot roll this morning, Davian. Ooh, roar. I'm a dragon. I'll excuse your manners on account of cultural differences, but nobody shoots my lizard. Now your core temperature matches that icy personality. I never did the Earth no harm. Till now, anyway. You can't shoot without hitting a stupid talking rock around here. As far as earthquakes go, I'm underwhelmed. Something about that don't feel right. Oh well. This is not how I expected today to go. My wick's still burning. Yours flickered out. Oh, didn't you know? Explosions can also put fires out. I won't eat you, dear, but Mortimer might. Good, bad, I'm the gal with the gun. He didn't understand the gravity of the situation. We'll bury him in a black hole. Am I right? Sorry, couldn't resist. Usually I time my draw off the look in their eyes, so yeah, this one was tough. I wonder what sort might call this one kin. called you Grumstroke where I grew up. Is that paint or... Oh, no. No, it's your blood. I got a dead fogey on my 6. Should have stayed retired, old man. I see you've been working out those table muscles, Oral. I'm quick and you're dead, flyboy. You pulled the tail on the wrong hog. You seem like a lovely ball of light, but Beatty's got a job to do. Don't you bleat that bloop at me. You highfalutin wizards are all the same. Useless in a real fight. Is this 1 notch or 2? We'll go with 1. It's just for fun anyway. The good news is we can separate you now without danger. The bad news is you're both already dead. Another swordsman falls to old Rackety. You rode in the wrong rodeo, Azalor. Turns out you're a 1-horse talent. Just a bit above your bend, you salty lagger. In another lifetime, we could have been fast friends. But here, well, I might forget you by tomorrow. Thought you might be up to snuff. Oh well. A no-count life ends in a no-count death. Want a cookie, LeShrat? Obviously I'm joking. Trying to be a wise apple, eh? Well, where'd that get you? He looked dead already when I met him, but I made extra sure. Eat lizard chips, Toothy. I got plenty to spare. I stole one back for the good guys. Well, good-ish. If you're gonna set about messing with me, best bring back up. Is your sister gonna thank me for this, or put a price on my head? The world's better off shed of the likes of you. Darn, I was hoping for a bearskin blanket. I was thinking of just shooting out the other eye. This seemed less cruel. I told you to hightail it. You didn't listen. Not the first acquaintance I've had to kill. Hardly even the first today. Well, you sure showed all those other dogs how to die. You were always gonna come out on the short end of the horn. I'm a little too tired for quips. I hope you understand. Time someone gave you a proper lacing. Godkiller has a nice ring to it, don't you think? No way, no how, sister. No need to wake snakes on my account. I'll be out of your hair in a snap. That's what happens to high graders in the outlands. That's finishing school where I come from. There was a time I'd take you for all you're worth, Princess. Today, I'll just kill you. Someone had to fix that leaky mouth of yours. You obviously haven't heard of me. Guess I've been gone too long. Good thing I brought my slicker. Send this old boy up the flume. That's some dull music, sister. What's all that hullabaloo? You set about me and mine, and this is what's coming to you. Grew a bit too big for your grassy britches. At this age, pushbag, I'm immune. The benefits of a fortified diet. Roosters crowing. Guess it's high noon after all. Why you skulking about, Scuttlebug? Funny, my dictionary has a very different definition of assassin. Lady Luck finally came to her senses. Nary one left breathing. If your God sent you to me, I'm your hellfire. I don't need to slag on a pathetic dead man. Life already did the brunt of that work. I'm sure you won this one in your dreams, Oracle. You couldn't tell Durana dung from honey. Tell the truth, I'm not even sure he's really dead. What if he's pan-dimensional? We gonna fight, Dante, or you're just gonna sit there batting your eyes? And so you die, sword and pistol by your side. Thought I was an easy mark till you found a peck of trouble. I'll take a holdout pistol over a boot knife any day. You're not gonna fob off this time, Lancer. Just a hayseed when all's said and done. If you rise, I'll just shoot you again. I've heard of a shooting star, but not shooting a star. Did we get it? Or is it just playing dead? Had to time that shot just right. The buzzards won't touch this one. Pitch a fit all you like. I've got the resolve to outlast you. Some shootings are accidental. This was not one of them. Don't get persnickety with me, Queenie. I'm not so easily distracted by a bit of flesh. Sky a copper to the riverman, Razor, though your kind might pass for free. Even without a discernible face, you look like a smug ass. You couldn't track a thunderhide in the snow! Keep that hocus-pocus to yourself, whippersnapper. Most learned folks have the common sense to leave me be. Air already tastes a little less gritty. This is what comes of raising sand around me, Krabby. Leave off the corpse, Mortimer. We're after more'n a dime's worth of dog meat. This one was mean enough to take a bite off a bush rattler. Not a soul will mourn ya. This sure feels like justice. I heard you were all snake oil, but you had some real skill. I don't take kindly to shackles. My irons only stay quiet for so long. Eventually, they always go off. That one had too much mustard on him for anyone's liking. Easier than shooting skeet. Plenty of time for pining when you're dead. I suppose dumping you in the dirt would be an insult. Sorry to leave you out of sorts, but I got bigger talking fish to fry. Papa taught me how to fish from a young age. With dynamite! I'm a reformed outlaw, and you're a dead one. Go figure. Should have kept 6 beans in the wheel, Cardell. Never could outgun me, but it took some brass to try the long spoon. Looking for a dance partner? Guess that settles that, loser. Look, I didn't even know you, but your allegiance said you had to die. Were those last words hard to follow for anyone else? He had the worst case of trots I'd ever seen. Never cared for prairie oysters myself. It ain't about who's fastest. It's about who keeps the level head. Zip zap, bang bang, end of story. It'll take more than an oversized apple peeler to bring me down. I knew that armor would wear down eventually. You disease maniacs! You always were off your nut. You weren't so bad. I've seen fools kill for less. Your book's got an answer for that? If a life sentence didn't take, we'll have to try death. This is the best possible outcome for everyone, but you. Careful, Tide Hunter. Sometimes you hook a snapper on the line. Can you swim in dirt? You don't have the starch. Don't go getting sentimental on me. Heard you were after my whereabouts. How's that coming along? Always hate to lose a friend. I guess it's a bit much to expect a talking rock to be clever. Those were some dangerous ricochets. Feel the iron bite. From the forest itself. I've met your kind before, Troll. I try to be nice, but it always ends the same. Sometimes you gotta feed the trolls to the worms. You made a strong go of it, not much more to ask. I can't believe you'd punch me right in my spectacles. I'll shoot you as many times as it takes. What comes up must be put down. Gotta remember, aim for the head. I must say, for a dead man, he's a hell of a dancer. I'm always loaded for bear. You're gonna hibernate just a mite longer than planned. You're the girl that idiot was going on about? I'd say get over yourself, but striking a deal with a god is probably past the narcissist's point of no return. Oh my, that's rank. Don't step in it, Mortimer. Might be we could sell this corpse as a specimen. Snakes are flying now? Should see if there's a reward. Woo! Mighty big buzzard. You woke up the wrong passenger, Flappy. Hard to stay one step ahead of a bullet. Crawl back to whatever hole you spawned from. Stick to your funny papers and leave the fighting to those with a taste for it. Wizards and wiseacres, the lot of ya. Not the first bug on my boot heel. Crunchy. Yeah, I guess you could call what you do shooting. I gave you a fair shake. Not my fault you're shooting all antiquated like. Fly as high as you want. Mortimer likes the challenge. Fire in the skies. I steer clear of doctors. Key to my longevity. Stay away from me, Sawbones. The way I hear tell, you fashion yourself a bad man. I got bullets for days. The old ways are gone, geezer. Looks like us mortals got the upper hand.